God, I have no subscribers because I have something I need to get off my chest. And like I'm only posting this just because I need it to go somewhere and I need to do something that I feel is like slightly productive and that could be helpful maybe, and I don't know what I'm saying right now. But as you can tell, my name is Sunny and I am a college student now. It's crazy. Um, what's it called? I need to make this quick because I don't know when my roommate is coming back. But I'm a criminal justice major, and we are going over rape trials and stuff. And it's been like kind of triggering for me because I was raped and like I never really said anything. Um, well, I said something, but let me just go from the beginning. Um, so right now it's 2018. So I met this kid in 2016, I think, I believe. Um, yeah, that seems, no, it doesn't seem right because I was somewhere else. Okay, so I met this kid in 2017 at a group therapy place. Well, we didn't like officially meet, but like my friends had a crush on him. I've seen him in the hallway, stuff like that. Um, so he was bothering my friend, so I got his Snapchat to tell him to block her, to leave her alone, like she doesn't want anything to do with him. So he texted her and threatened to leak her nudes or whatever, and that whole thing happened. And a couple of months later he had apologized to her and apologized to me, and he had asked if we could like hang out or whatever, and I said I have like no money to get to because like he lives far away, and he was like, oh, well, I'll get you an Uber. And I'm like, no, I feel uncomfortable in Uber. It's just like the thought of like a stranger having me makes me feel weird. So I was like, oh, no, I feel uncomfortable in an Uber. Um, so like we can just like visit each other another time or whatever. And like over a couple of months, like we became friends and we started flirting and like slowly started becoming more than friends. Like we never like officially dated or anything, but like we were talking. Um, so in the midst of our talking, he got his license and he came to see me and like we hung out for a while. And um so there's this one point where I thought he was kidding, but apparently he wasn't. He was like making jokes about like going to a hotel and like having sex with me, and I kept saying how like uncomfortable I felt and that I know that I'm just like another conquest or whatever because like I'm friends with like the girls that he messed around before me, and I was just like, and I don't like that. I would prefer if we were just friends. And he started touching me on my thigh and like putting his hands up, and I told him to stop, and I like took his hand off and I put it back on his lap, and I told him to stop touching me. Then I asked him to take me home. He wouldn't take me home, and he just like kept doing it over and over again, and I was like, just don't touch me, like I want to go home and I want to go home now. And I started threatening to call 911. So he took my phone. He pulled over to a parking lot at a park, and he told me I wasn't going back home until he had sex with me. I kept saying no. Um, Took me to the back. He like pulled me into the back of his car or whatever, and I was just like, no, I don't like this. Please stop. And I kept like fighting and pushing and screaming, and nothing was happening. And your body has these three natural responses: flight, fight, or freeze. I kind of just froze because I didn't know what to do anything anymore. Like fighting didn't work, and like people were like, why didn't you like jump out of the car? And it was just because like I didn't know where the hell I was, and I didn't have a phone because he had my phone, so it's not like I could call someone. So I froze, and he raped me. I told a friend about it, and she called the cops for me, and I went to the hospital and I got a kit done. And like all these detectives started like swarming into the hospital to ask me like all these different questions. And I don't know, it was like, there's like so many things you think would never happen to you, like things that are like, oh, that happens to like really unfortunate people, or oh, that happens to like TV or movie characters. That could never happen to me. And that's kind of how I felt in that moment. Like, this isn't happening. Like, this isn't supposed to be my life. I don't want that to be part of my story, but it is. Um, and so they were asking me all these questions. My mom came in and she was like crying. And she couldn't stop crying, and then she got pissed. Obviously she's my mom. But they did a rape kit. They typed everything down that I said. And they let me know like the process of like the legal system or whatever, to just like let me know what's gonna like happen. So I had like 2 different meetings with them. One was to like record a statement, and the other was to see if I wanted to like move forward, and like press charges or something. And I didn't. I feel dumb for not doing that. I feel useless for not doing that, because he could be doing that to so many different girls right now. And I didn't, because I had a fear of reliving everything, like seeing him and like reliving it. And I had a fear of it being like, because she told me if he does get off easy, the worse he's gonna get his probation. And like, he knew where I lived, so it was like, if he got off, he could come after me or my family, and I was just scared. And for like the last 5 months, I've been trying to put it behind me. I had graduation and prom, and I got into college, and it still haunts me. So I'm a criminal justice major, and we're talking about how to deal with rape victims, and every time we talk about it, I get triggered. I want to cry and I want to scream because I don't know what to do. I have nightmares. You know, like the amount of people that have hit on me, and I had to act like I wasn't interested because I'm too scared to trust anyone. This isn't supposed to be my life. None of it. I was never supposed to be the girl to go through that. They say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I feel like I have no strength left. Every minute of every day is starting to be a struggle. And I don't know what to do. I got diagnosed with a lot of mental health disorders early. Social anxiety, chronic depression, PTSD. Social anxiety was in 4th grade. Chronic depression was in 10th. PTSD is now. The life I live is the last life I would have expected to have for myself. Taking pills to get rid of nightmares. and hallucinations, and bad thoughts, taking pills to make me less scared. I don't even want to have a kid like every other person does, because I'm scared of getting a girl. I'm scared of her going through whatever I had to go through. This world is so messed up, man. It's so scary. Like, your life is a movie in my head. That's how I always thought of everything. But sometimes in my life, I feel like I'm the background character. I don't know what to do with this feeling, so I guess I'm posting this for anyone that has been through my situation. And I'm asking how to get over it. Because no matter how much I try, I can't.